up to speed, up to speed, up to speed.
Live from the apocalypse. Cut your toenails, you dirty beast. You're tearing the sheets up. This is State of the Game. I am Dano, and lucky to be here. And I will guarantee you, we are not going to cover the Pitchfork Top 100 list. That is not going to be a segment we do. Enjoy everyone else's segment on it, and that'll be our reward to you. Yeah. My co-host, just there's a like the protagonist of the novel that is State of the Game, right? Think of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, right? Sherlock Holmes was not the star of that book series. Watson was. Right? So we are happy to have someone Indiana Jones is based on. Diggy, thank you for being here.
Yeah, man.
Good deal. Good deal. Classy guy. I was gonna say, so we have a guest with us today that is someone important in the lifeblood of State of the Game, right? It's like it's a weird place. State of the Game is like it is a podcast, but it's almost like one of those community art spaces where one night it's someone juggling, the other night everyone's crying because someone's reading a poem about their dead loved one, and there's people that are intrinsic to that community. And one of those people, incredible singer, incredible rapper, and just a fun person to hang out with, Fleetwood DeVille. Thank you for being here.
I mean, peace, y'all, man. Thank y'all, man. What's up, Dano? What's up, Kay, man? Glad to be in this show, man.
It's Love Day. So we're here, and we are talking about someone who is like on an incredible run. So we can break down that run of music.
Yeah.
But not everyone knows how incredible this story is. Right? Like, Nicole Wray's story is as insane and amazing as like Currency's story.
Yeah,
no,
it's
that kind of constant rebirth stuff.
A journey, bro, for sure. A journey.
And maybe even more so, but we should talk about Nicole Wray, who is now going by Lady Wray and has released a new album, Cover Girl, and
Cover Girl is hard.
And so to start out with it, and correct me if I have any of these facts wrong, right?
Yeah.
But 17 years old, Missy, discovers her, opens the doorway, Make It Hot drops, right? It was 98? Is that 98?
1998, yeah. Whole album.
So this song with her and Missy and Mocha, who did a great job.
Yeah.
Album comes out, doesn't do super numbers.
No.
And Missy has gained so much steam by 98. She's kind of got too many options.
Yeah.
She's got Tweet. She's got all these things. So
yeah.
And Make It Hot, when you watch it now, if it's like, oh, this is kind of an Aaliyah song. Like,
Absolutely.
It wasn't necessarily Nicole Wray's voice that she would claim later, in my opinion, right? It's a little first album Christina Aguilera situation.
I can definitely see where you're coming from with that for sure. Yeah.
But I'd also have a theory that Timbaland makes every female performer he works with into Aaliyah. Eventually tries to.
How about that?
It's a bit of an Edgar Allan Poe story, but
how about that?
It's but yeah. So then that situation falls apart. She never gets to put out the second album. I don't think it's ever come out. Electric Blue.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, and so that's gone. No idea what we're gonna do. Dame Dash comes in.
Yeah.
wants to grow Rockefeller into an R&B arm. Not a bad idea, right?
No, no.
And one of the problems that she had with the situation with Missy was Missy had signed a bunch of female singers. So nobody was that different from one another. It wasn't like you were fighting against direct competition doing the same thing. If she had signed to rock, she did sign to rock, she would have had a lane kind of by herself
Yeah,
where she
absolutely.
would have been a little more of an unique thing. And I think that would help. But what doesn't matter because Rockefeller broke up as she signed, um,
Yeah,
and that situation fell apart.
yeah. Like
Um,
it was just all we got was Tierra Marie. That was it.
yeah, it was. So that's weird, right? But then you've got this person who's now independent, kind of underground, doing stuff on Big Crown Records.
Mhm.
2016, Queen Alone starts this new run under Lady Wray.
Yeah,
But this is also somebody who has done real songs with T Pain and Missy and all these important people. She's
Black
on one of my
Rock
favorite
Jones.
Missy songs of all time, "All in My Grill."
Oh yeah,
Um,
murders it.
Incredible. What a strange career. But she's now inhabiting a space that is entirely her own. She's writing her own songs. She's making soul, not R&B, which
Yeah,
is a different thing.
yeah. Absolutely,
I was thinking a
absolutely,
lot about that this week, researching this. Um,
absolutely.
Mm.
so that's kind of, and that big crowd run for 2016, um, you know, Queen Alone, it leads us through piece of me in
Piece of me.
2022, and then here 2025, Cover Girl, where we're at. Um, and if you go back, like the last R&B album was what, Boss Chick from 2010. That's like an R&B album, that's
Yeah,
trying to get people on the dance floor, you know.
yeah, yeah,
If you the 2013 album like Lady,
yeah.
that's soul, right? That's the entrance
Absolutely.
of Lady Wray. So
Yeah, that's the first stroll. Her and Leon.
yep, that's her entering a new space and being like, this is now where I'm at. um yeah, it's does that make sense? Did I lay that out properly?
That is an excellent chronologue of the events for sure. Yeah.
Mm.
So, Kate, what was your familiarity with Nicole Wray before the run like that we've gotten recently?
Nicole Wray. Are we talking about Lady Wray or Nicole Wray? The art.
Nicole Wray, yeah.
We reviewed her before, so I was familiar with her. And I mean, a lot of the songs you meant, like the work she did with Missy. I think that's the thing with Missy is such a big artist that a lot of the songs of that time that she was a part of, she kind of takes the attention away from the artists that she collabed with.
Right.
But you know, I was like I wasn't familiar with the Nicole Wray name, but
Mm.
I'm familiar with the songs
Yeah.
that she's
Right,
part
right,
of.
right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, that's what I would have to say. I'm sure there's a lot of songs that she sung on that I just didn't know that they were her. It was her singing.
Not for real. Quite
And
a
when
few.
she fell out from these different areas, she was still ghostwriting for other people.
Mhm.
So there's probably more songs
Right.
that she wrote that she didn't sing. Um, so yeah, it's yeah, what an incredible rebirth. And so and let's think about it this way. So we should go around. Fleetwood, characterize for me the difference between Lady Wray's music and Nicole Wray's music.
Um, it's interesting that I was like I listened to the album a few times since it came out, and I ran it a couple times today, just because like it's really like it's one of my favorite albums of the year for real. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? Um, but just as you put that question out there. When I go back to like I went back to Make It Hot, you know what I'm saying, when you asked me, you know what I'm saying, first to do this shit, you know what I'm saying? So I went all the way back to Make It Hot. It's like even I think really the cool thing about her catalog, especially with, that kind of, what I'm saying, Jesus like gap of time in the story where you know what I'm saying, just was in the wilderness, we'll really know what was going on. Woo. Um, I think, when I listen to Make It Hot, like, and then I listen to Lady and Queen Alone and, everything up to now, I feel like, you know, I hear a very consistent person and a very consistent artist for real. Certain thing, what I'm saying, obviously like the sound changed from, what I'm saying, when she was up under Missy and, what I'm saying, all of the production from that, like to what it is today with the soul. But as far as just her content and what she's talked about, and I think she's just, what I'm saying, really just stayed on the same path. And to hear her music and, the just how personal it is, like it's yeah, man. You know what I mean? I think that, you know, Lady Wray is, what I'm saying, her stepping further into just really owning, like, yeah, nah, it ain't Nicole Wray no more. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
Lady Wray. This some new shit. This ain't Missy Elliott, what I'm saying, protege. You know what I'm saying? This is now. And um, yeah, the run she been on, it's just been really emblematic of that for sure. And CoverGirl is incredible. So yeah, I'm glad to be talking about this shit, man. Yeah,
Yeah, man. It's and Lady Ray feels like no, I'm grown now. Like
yeah,
this is
yeah,
grown folks music right now.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
yeah,
And
for sure.
yeah, so that's a big part of it for me. Um, yeah. Did you hear Queen Alone, Kay? How far back did you go?
I went back. Let me get the track. So I went, yes, Queen Alone. I didn't go back to Lady. So Queen
Yep.
Alone, Piece of Me, Cover Girl.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a heck of a run. It's a
Oh
Yeah.
heck of
man,
a run.
extremely good.
Overview some variables, things to think about in regards to Lady Ray and the skill set, right? Just dumping stuff from my brain. Her voice is different.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I feel like, bruh, that's something else that like, has always stood out to me. Like since the first time I heard her, what I'm saying, Make It Hot, like back when I was a kid, like it's certain people from that time. I would say her, I would say Amel LaRue,
Ooh,
Tweet,
okay.
like just like they all got different tones, but like it's just like a certain like they shit got medicine in it. You know what I'm saying? It's like a
Yeah.
hug. You know what I'm saying? It's just something about, what I'm saying, Nicole Wray. She always had that just, you know what I mean? Um and now like she really like lives in that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like all the way. Like so yeah, bro. Like yeah, her voice, bro. Like that's first of all, yeah. Yeah.
They do like there's times even on CoverGirl where I was like, are they doing the chipmunk effect to her voice? And they're like, no, that's just she her voice can sometimes lilts like that high,
Mm.
you know? But it can also go real church low. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
she got the full, you know what I'm saying? She got
Yeah,
the full clip as far as vocals go. She got
Yeah.
the full
good
clip,
stuff.
The
bro.
versatility for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that versatility on the voice, Lady Ray, I think one of the things that defines Lady Ray is the confidence,
yeah,
right? Like so on all those Lady Ray albums, there's a song where it's just an acoustic guitar and she just tears it to pieces, right?
mhm,
and they're staggering. They're
Yeah,
staggeringly good. And it's like, not everybody can do that, man. Not every singer can just be like, get your acoustic guitar. We're going to make track 8, you know?
yeah. Like the thing that I feel like, just a lot of really great vocalists, like, in like really elite like singers, you know what I mean? Nicole, she don't just her voice not just a harmonic instrument, but it's also like an emotional instrument. You know what I mean? So when, what I'm saying, it's that, full 6-piece band shit, what I'm saying, she can feel it, you know what I'm saying? And when it's just the acoustic guitar or just the piano, she just walk with whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Like she able to capture the emotion and the, what I'm saying, of the instrumentation and the lyrics, you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yep. Yeah, the
yeah,
emotion of the writing and the delivery, and it all feels connected, you know?
yeah, yeah,
Um, I was thinking about there's all these moments, right? Uh, that feel dangerous.
mm,
Like we're dangerously emotional, you know?
yeah, yeah,
And it might fall off the train. And like my example of this on Pieces of Me is track 9, Melody, right?
mm,
There's a part of that song. I was watching a live performance of it a bit ago, and she goes da do da do da do da da, and you're just like, and I was like, damn, the wrong person, this whole song would have been fucked up.
right,
You'd
right,
have gone
right,
off the fucking tracks,
right,
like, but it's an incredible moment,
yeah,
like one of the defining moments for the journey of Lady Wray to me,
yeah,
you
for
know,
sure.
because who the fuck else would do that? Who the fuck else would have that sound be the love of my 7-year-old?
Yeah,
But it
yeah.
is. It really is. It makes sense somehow.
Nah, and Cover Girl, I feel like vocally, like, it's so rich, bro. There's so much of that she's showing out on this new shit.
Yeah.
Like she's really showing out on this new shit. Like I love that album. She's yeah, it's to me it's her best shit, you know what I'm saying, so far. You know what I mean? Like not to undermine nothing, you know what I'm saying, of this excellent run that she's been on. But like, yeah, just from all aspects. But yeah, the vocals especially, I feel like um as you were just saying earlier,
Good
just
evening. Have your attention,
oh,
please. Have your attention, please.
I am in the
The time
library.
now is 8:30, and the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial Library will be closing in 30 minutes. Again, the time now is 8:30, and the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial Library will be closing in 30 minutes. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh,
So yeah,
oh,
um, yeah, like just yeah, she really you can tell her confidence, you know what I'm saying, and her just hunger to experiment is really at a high right now. You know what I'm saying? Because she really got on some new shit on this cover, bro.
yep.
Like I ain't never heard you act like this, bro. Like, yeah, okay.
Woo, it was, yeah. I mean, it's different. It's that's the first question every music fan asks themselves is, but is this better than Pieces of Me? Piece of Me,
Right.
right?
And Pieces of Me like really was like so so on time when it dropped. You know what I'm saying? It was just like
2022.
yeah, and it was like to hear the story of it because she said they started it in like 2020 and then everything shut down and so they had to take a break and come back, boom, boom, and yeah, it felt like what people was going through at that point in time. Just I put this 2020 shit together or tried to now. You know what I mean? And yeah, this album just as timely. So yeah, it's a conversation to be had for sure.
For
But
sure. Yeah, it's the thing. Yeah. So, and what I would recommend to music fans is when you're asking that question, it's the beginning of the conversation, not the end,
yeah,
right?
right.
don't make it the final tally of whether this thing is good or not, right?
Not at all. Not at all.
Use it as an opening. What is different about it? What is, like to me, Piece of Me is still better for me. I got to sit with this new one, obviously, but it's just there's so many like nasty hip hop beats that she shreds through.
Yeah, no,
It's
that joint is fly.
it's
It's
so
fly.
balanced.
It's fly.
It's one of those albums that felt like it had been with me my whole life.
Word.
You know, um,
Word. Absolutely. Absolutely.
so I mean that one's gonna be special. But what I this one's very different.
Yeah.
This one's
Yeah.
very gospel for me.
I
That
can
makes it
hear that.
different. That makes it different than Piece of Me. Um, and so there was a thing I thought about, right? I don't know why this pinged in my head, but after doing research, I was like, holy shit, I was actually onto something.
Mm,
There's a David Ritz book about Etta James. Etta
okay.
James is one of my favorite people in music, right?
Yeah.
Um, my favorite song of all time is Sunday Kind of Love, right?
Hell
That's
yeah.
I'm just old. But
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Etta James told David Ritz, "I never wanted to be like any of these singers.
Mm-hmm.
Like my heroes were the dudes in the choir.
Mm, mm.
And when you listen to Etta James, it makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why she was sounded the way she sounded. That's why it was stupid that Beyonce played her in the movie.
Yeah.
Because it's like she was pissed. I saw her in concert. I
Yeah.
heard her talk about it. She was pissed.
Yeah.
So
She's on record about that. Like,
no, but it's because Beyonce was much more the Ella Fitzgerald perfect voice
right.
situation,
Right.
and she never got to live that life. You know,
Right.
so
Right.
when I heard this, I heard, oh shit, this is like my heroes are the dudes in the choir, right?
Mm,
And then
mm,
I watched this video, and they said her father was the leader of the choir,
mm.
and that was who she wanted to sing like.
How about that?
And I was like, holy shit, look at Dan paying
Mm,
attention.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Kay, was the gospel thread real for you? How did you
Yeah, I
decide?
mean, that was what made this project so interesting to me, was that the different elements of R&B, I'm not
Yes.
elements, that's the wrong word, the different genres of R&B and soul that were in this
Yes.
album's DNA. Like I heard
Yes.
some gospel, like I heard some neo soul, I heard some like
Yes.
funk, but they were
Disco.
all blended together into this project.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you did hear, and I mean, you did hear some of that gospel element in terms of the way she sang. Like she doesn't sing like a soul singer.
Right. Not a little.
There's a god, you could tell like she. So I'm guessing if she worked with Missy, did she grow up in Virginia?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that makes
Absolutely, yeah.
sense.
Yep. VA.
You can hear the Virginia in her voice for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm with you on that. Yeah, I just and I think it's and Leon Michaels, like I was talking about this in the breakdown, the musical geniuses like Leon Michaels, he kind of needed someone that was the sound of what Big Crown was.
Yeah.
And he's had people that were great doing their thing. Bobby Rosa, like great people on that. There's great music all over the place on Big Crown. But it's different having a Sharon Jones of your own and not having a Sharon Jones of your own. Uh,
Right.
and Lady Wray represents what Big Crown wants to represent. Not
Yeah.
just soul music that touches you, but like variation,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's
versatility.
yeah. It's so much like that's I can hear like you brought up Missy K. Like I can hear Missy influence on like this you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
this doing still, you know what I mean? Like and that's really why I would say it's my favorite of hers so far, because it's so diverse. It's, you know what I'm saying, still that staple, you know what I'm saying, the classic soul element, but then, you know what I'm saying, yeah, just all the variations like you touched on, and just all of the different, types of emotions and different styles and cadences and rhythms and everything she brings to it vocally. Yeah, she really get busy on this shit. And yeah, like it's cool to hear her, you know what I'm saying, be featured and really focused on and highlighted in the type of way that she's been since she's been on Big Crown. It's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. What was that we talked about that with Killer Kane last week? Where we were talking about how you work with somebody, it's good, and then you work with somebody again and it's fucking awesome. Right?
Yeah.
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 And he said he had the perfect way of saying, he said the first album is for calibration.
Right.
That's smart shit. So yeah, first album's for calibration, and these Leon Michaels and her feel perfectly calibrated at this point.
Yeah.
They're pushing
Absolutely.
each other, you know?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's interesting. Um yeah. And so this and there's always those songs, I don't know. So there's so many different kinds of songs on here. There's
Yeah.
like sunny 80s R&B songs. There's like slower 90s kind of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's hip hop stuff. But the gospel theme really never goes away to me. Be a witness, you know.
Yeah. 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 That's that
Listen to
joint
how
too.
the last
Number two
song,
is
you know.
crazy. Oh yeah, Calm go crazy.
Yeah.
Calm go super crazy. Calm go super crazy. That's
We also got
that's
to talk about this run, K, in terms of think about the last songs on these projects, dude.
yeah.
I think Storms is one of the best closers in my recent memory. Like Storms,
Yeah.
what a way to end an album for Piece of Me. And then
Yeah.
Calm
Yeah.
is bonkers, dude.
My favorite lyric on the album is on Calm. There is a piece I cannot see.
Woo!
Mm.
That right there. Yeah. There is a piece I cannot see. There is a calm all over me. Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah. She, she, she,
that's
yeah, that's the icing on the cake for sure. To
great.
end like that. Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the placement of everything is really quite good. Um, yeah. How did you feel about the cohesion on Cover Girl, Kay?
I mean, cohesion. It's an interesting word. Like I said, she blended so many different styles of R&B to me. Um, so I don't know how to like the cohesion to me. Maybe it is not necessarily in the sonics, but her voice. I think her voice and her lyricism, particularly like she sings, the way she sings about things is that's kind of what stood out to me regarding the album. Like she sings about love in a way that modern R&B doesn't really sing about love anymore.
Talk about it.
It was very grounded. Like it's very grounded, very damn near inspirational in a lot of ways. Like yeah, we got these things that we got to weather, but we're gonna weather them together. So to me, it's not necessarily the sonics that are cohesive, but her voice and her writing on each song, no matter how she's singing, is the cohesive element to me.
Yeah.
And you got I think of it almost like a book, okay?
Mm.
Like if you're a writer, right, and you've got an incredible main character, an incredible protagonist
Mm-hmm.
who you're interested in, everybody's interested in, is awesome. The next challenge you have is to challenge that character,
Mm-hmm.
right? You got to build a world that challenges that character. What is this? What does the dude look like when you really throw shit at him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that's what you do, and so that's what a great producer does with somebody like Lady Wray.
Yeah.
You throw the kitchen sink at her, and you know she's gonna stabilize it, so it's gonna be fun, you know.
Right. I mean, it's remarkable to me how her consistency in terms of her lyrics, in terms of her tone.
Mhm.
Like she's the same artist on every song.
Right.
And that's been throughout not only this project, but through all three of the projects that I've heard, through the whole Lady Wray reign, I guess you could say.
Yep.
Her
Yeah.
consistency in terms of her voice and lyrics is remarkable.
Yeah. So the new directions don't feel like new directions,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
even though
just
they are. Yeah.
yeah, it's just it's like just it's like some Fibonacci type shit. It just keep on going, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. No, it's I think so important. The writing is an important part of this situation, right?
Yeah.
To bring that into the factor, like I've listened to Summer Walker albums where I'm just like, damn, dude after dude. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
this is for this and this is for this, and I'm just like, like they, it's cool, but you know, and she's not alone. There's a lot of people like that, right? The genre is built around that.
Yeah.
Lady Wray has been able to be like, this is about love, but it's about the love of, my child. It's about
Hmm.
the love I have for, the spirit that guides me. It's for, the love I have of being independent, you know.
Yeah.
She's got a
Yeah.
great song. I think it was on Lady that's just about like I love, being able to provide for myself and not have to get in a relationship where someone provides for me. Uh, she's got
Money, money.
right, right. She's got songs that are just about being happy.
I
You
have
know,
your
Yeah.
attention, please. I have your attention, please. The
okay,
time
50
now is
minutes.
8:45,
mute,
and the
mute.
Martin
Yeah, there you go. She's got songs that are just about being happy, and it's so dope. Like where she can. These are all different topics, Kay. You know, and one of the things we have a problem with in R&B, and honestly, suffers this as well, is people hitting the same two or three targets,
Yeah.
lyrical.
And just, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I like just not being, it's not so much of this shit. Like, not only is it repetitive, but it's not, it don't feel like nothing a lot of times. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? Like, it ain't no heart in that shit. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So, like, to to have somebody like Nicole Wray right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's because it's cold as a motherfucker outside, just across the
Yes.
board for people. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like this is like really timely and needed. You know what I'm saying? Like the messages that she put out. You know what I'm saying? It's vital for real. Like, I
I
mean,
Yeah. I mean, it was so. And this will be a rant that'll make sense eventually. Um, but I'm Jewish. People were very excited to have me watch Inglorious Bastards because the Jewish people were killing Hitler and it was fun, right?
yeah,
And I watched it and I was like, eh, the war movies that I came up studying were made by people who had been to war,
right,
right? There was a drafted place, steel helmet, like that. These people had been to war and it hurt them. And that's why they were making the movie. Inglorious Bastards is a war movie that celebrates war movies.
right,
It doesn't actually have anything to do with the pain of war.
Right.
or the death involved. So
Right.
it's an empty shell
Mm.
to me. You know,
No, I feel
it's a
that.
copy of a copy, right?
No, absolutely.
So the heart isn't there for me. The technicalities are, the performances are, but there's
Right.
soul in it.
Yeah.
And that's what you're describing, right? There's soul
Absolutely.
music that's just soul music about soul music, right? Like
Hmm.
this
Hmm.
is I grew up in the OJs. This is my OJs thing, right?
Right. Right.
And it
Right.
it's a copy of a copy. It's a shell, you know?
Yeah.
And every Lady Wray song is like putting your fucking heart on the line and shit. And you're
Yeah.
like, oh my God. Like there's weight, man. So like my family was gone, and I was cooking dinner for him to come back to practice, and I was just playing time over and over again, singing
Mm.
loud as fuck by myself. The cats
Yeah.
were watching me confused, and but that's what great soul music does.
Yeah.
It lives in you.
Yeah. 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 No, this is like she definitely make, what I'm saying, clean your house, what I'm saying, cook the food, what I'm saying, ride around, do the mundane shit music. What I'm saying? It's the music that you live with for real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, it's important. And how would you, Fleetwood, how would you describe Leon Michaels and why he works so well for her?
Um, I really just going back through this shit, it hadn't really registered to me. But I was just going back through the catalog. I forget, but it's a song on Queen Alone, I believe, that he also used for Black Thought on the Glorious Game shit protocol.
Yeah.
And the that jump. Yeah, I forget what song it was on Queen Alone though first. But
Yep.
like to hear like the way, him and Thought just kind of had, what I'm saying, that synergy of just being able to slide in and out of different shit. What I'm saying? For one thing, you know, him just being such what I'm saying, having such a broad array of weaponry, what I'm saying, as far as his skill set. What I mean? Being able to give you, what I'm saying, that classic soul, being able to give you, what I'm saying, some jazz type shit and, what I'm saying, bounce around and experiment. Like just, what I'm saying, that he can create a whole world type shit for an artist, what I'm saying? And what I mean, Lady Wray is definitely like, they've been crafting like a universe together, what I'm saying?
Right.
She's a world builder as well. And so I think, what I'm saying, I think that's what make it, what I'm saying, such a perfect, what I'm saying, collaboration that they got going. And I hope they keep going. Shit.
Kay, we have actually interviewed two sets of people that have been produced by Leon Michaels.
Right.
The great Liam Bailey and the Heart Tones, which was dope. So, and they both kind of described him the same way. I don't know if you remember. Um,
I'm thinking of the hard time almost as he didn't try to. From what I remember, he didn't try to change the artist. He just tried to kind of bring out what was already there.
Yeah.
what I remember from the descriptions is this is an incredibly brilliant person, but they're not telling you what to do. It's organic.
Yeah.
You're playing together.
Yeah.
And so, and you're discovering new things along the way. And he's like, you've never tried that? Go ahead and try it. Right. Like, and it gives you confidence because there's a brilliant person doing that with, like, so you're good. And so it's that the mixture of like brilliant genius and fluidity, right? Like
Yeah,
that's real special. And so, um, and Lady Ray is so driven and sincere
yeah.
that it opens him up to be able to just play wherever he wants.
Hmm.
And this
And
album in particular goes from like crazy hip hop beats you would fight over to the stripped down acoustic tear your heart out. Like it just goes up, down, and through. So
yeah, yeah. It's what I like about this one though, like sonically, vocally, lyrically, like the previous albums, I feel like all had um like this album still has like weight to it, but
mhm.
it's not but it's light though. Like there's the previous ones like Pieces of Me especially, like, you know what I'm saying? There's like a dark edge to that show. You know what I'm saying? And I like it and I appreciate
Yeah.
it. And it's real, but like this one, like it's just, there's a brightness, you know what I'm saying, in this one that is just, unique compared to all of the other ones. And I really appreciate that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Do you
Yeah.
remember like I don't know? There's like the title track especially to me has a very like Mariah Carey feel to what's going on.
Yeah,
This whole album feels like a tribute to that kind of torch ballad
yeah,
R&B period
yeah,
where everyone was singing the Bodyguard soundtrack I Will Always Love You in their car and we were all watching Mariah Carey unplugged and like it's it feels like a tribute to that era where you like the spotlight's on you and
Ye-
you deliver.
Yeah, that's what I was saying about like the way that she's writing about love. We don't really see now today in modern R&B. Like, that grounded day-to-day love type of thing, not like the melodrama or the dark it's really like a grounded, light, day-to-day type of love right R&B writing style.
yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right. If you loved Mary and Mary J. Blige was one of
Yes.
your people,
for
you
sure,
need to get on this Lady Ray train, Bird. You need to
Like
for
it
sure.
reminds me a lot of like the 2000, and that's what's so interesting. Like the 2001 neo soul, like that India Ari
Ooh, okay.
music soul child, like the way Sunshine Anderson, the way that they like wrote about love and their day-to-day relationships. That's how she kind of writes to
Yeah,
me.
absolutely. Absolutely. It's music for people. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
it's not music for the club or for whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
music for people. You know what I mean? And it's music being made by a person. It's,
Mhm.
a whole person, and embraces being a whole person. Yeah.
What you said is really important. Like it's not music for the club, it's not music for your car to ride through. It's not, it's music for your heart.
Mhm.
Every single song is for your heart. And I think that's a and but the thing is, that's really hard to do, okay? That's like being a boxer and living on power shots, you know? You just keep throwing power shots.
Well, like right, and it sounds. That's what I mean about being consistent because it sounds out of place in 2025.
Right, right.
It doesn't sound like anyone in 2025. Just her content and the way she's writing. That's not like a 2025 style writing.
And I was thinking about that shit because, like, I was looking at it, like Queen Alone 2016, right? Um, Piece of Me 2022, right? 2025, CoverGirl, I'm like, no one releases music like this anymore. We're like taking 3-4 years to fucking put it together. No one does this. And there's executives in rooms pounding tables and they're like, we need more, right? And she's like, meh, wait a few years. I'm working on it. Like, that's fucking dope. That's so, and they're all worth the wait, Kay. They're all
Yeah.
worth the wait, which is like so exhilarating, you know? I hope people are observing this run and being like, I am going to take more time with my shit. I am going to make sure. I don't care if it takes 2 years. I'm going to get it done.
And I think, you know, authenticity, being true to yourself, like knowing like I'm gonna be me regardless of if I stand out or if I don't sound like everyone else in the market does. Like being true to your pen, I guess you could say.
Yeah, man. True to your vision, dude.
Yeah, you're true to your
Yeah.
vision, true to your pen.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Just you know what I'm saying. That's really what make me. I'm just. It's inspiring as you know what I'm saying. As somebody that's working as a musician, you know what I'm saying, to see somebody keep going, you know what I mean? Because you know we talk about somebody now with you know what I'm saying. This is year 28 of her career. You know what I'm
Right,
saying.
right.
You know what I mean. She's been out. You know what I mean for wow, you know what I mean? And all the ups and downs and this label didn't work out, this label didn't work out, woo woo over here, you know what I mean, to see her to continue to persevere, you know what I mean, and to be, you know what I mean, just in a season where, you know, just she blossoming and, you know what I'm saying, expanding and prospering creatively to this degree. It's yeah, it make me happy, you know what I'm saying, as a fan, and it's encouraging too. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oof.
Yeah.
It's wild, man. Um, so talk to me, Fleetwood, about the flow of this album and why it hits so hard.
Oh man, hold on. Let me get to my notes real quick because
To the
I did prep
notes.
some shit. But yeah, man, like we were saying earlier, just you know, with just the diversity and the richness of you know what I'm saying the sound, like I feel like this is also you know just as much as it's a step forward for Lady Wray. It's a step forward for Leon Michaels as well.
Yeah.
When you look at, you know, the Minahan Street Band shit and, you know, the L. Michaels Affair shit and like all of that was fly. You know what I'm saying? It is, you know what I mean? But yeah, it still had kind of, you know what I'm saying, a derivative of the Dap Kings kind of feel to it, you know what I mean? And this project, like, it feels like, you know what I'm saying, he's stepping into like real brand new territory. You know what I mean? And so just the way, you know what I'm saying, like just for there to be house sounds and disco type shit on here, as well as, you know what I'm saying, the gospel and the soul and, you know, just the stripped down acoustic shit, like I had more I had more just it's so many just little unexpected little bits, you know what I'm saying, of just sonic, just little, you know what I'm saying, Easter egg
Mm-hmm.
candy shit for you. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yep.
so rich from that perspective. And yeah, like for her to put, you know, just the way the songs are placed and you know, you got the hard times shown. You know what I'm saying? It's directly to, you know what I'm saying, her husband. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for being my partner. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for being there for me. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for raising these kids with, you know what I mean? Just to go from that. And then you got the cover girl jump. And like, I feel like that's like like I said, I hear Missy influence on this album a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like for her, this is, you know what I'm saying, like it's like some full circle type shit. Like it feel like she's, you know what I'm saying, like at like a full circle kind of point, maybe personally, creatively. Because like, yeah, like I was saying, just this album feels a little lighter, you know what I'm saying, a little bit
Right.
brighter, you know what I'm saying, a little bit more just at peace than the other ones, you know what I'm saying, for Calm to be the way Storm is how Pieces of Me is, and Calm is how you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
CoverGirl is. You know what I mean? Like just it feels like she's in a new place, in a more in more of the place that she's been trying to cultivate for herself, for you know what I'm saying, her loved ones. So and that really shined through in the music. And so yeah, like I said, with Leon Michaels being, I feel like in a progressive place, you know what I'm saying, as far as what he's been doing at the same time. Like just yeah, again, just you know, the word synergy keep coming up, but that's really what it is. And yeah, like this really, yeah, I'm not gonna make no big grand statements, but like the last time I liked the R&B album this much, like the first like week I heard it was probably Amel LaRue Ice Cream Every Day. That's my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like a soul album, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to call it, because I call all this shit R&B at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But I also call all this shit soul at the end of the day, like the real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, like yeah, this is like this cover girl shit is heavy handed, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's
I mean,
you
and
know, 39 minutes and some change. You know what I'm saying? It
right,
ain't
right.
long. You know what I mean? But
Sure ain't.
it's
Yeah.
it's full. It's a full 39 minutes and some change. Like there's
Yes.
no there's no down
Right.
boring weak ass. There's no half ass moment on this shit. It's she balls to the wall every time. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's like when you leave the theater and you're like, that was a movie. You know that
yeah,
like that was that had everything. It opened, it closed, it had. I learned what I learned in the middle. The pacing was right, and you walk out of there like, ooh, I'm good. You know, it's
yeah, absolutely.
in terms of the writing. We talked about this, Kay. It's very hard to write from a happy place, not because you don't want to, but because you still have to figure out the conflict, right? You know, and she's so good at writing from a happy place. She can write from any
Mm.
emotional place that she is, which is so incredibly hard to do.
Yeah, very rare, very rare.
And yeah,
Yeah, I mean it's difficult to write, like you said. It's just because being happy can be, in terms of R&B, can be kind of stale. So to be able to uh, write about happy things and keep it fresh and keep people engaged is a challenge.
yeah. I mean, and stale is an important word. You said stale. Most people, the one of the misconceptions of R&B or soul especially, is that you have to. And Adele's guilty of this shit. Adele's guilty of this shit. Sometimes I make fun of Adele, but uh, she there's a misnomer that you have to freeze time and let the voice take over.
Mm-hmm.
And so that means you have 12 songs of frozen time that don't move. And like, if you're really confident in the voice is going to cut through no matter what the tempo is, dude. And
Mm-hmm.
Aretha Franklin had an incredible voice, but Chain of Fools is a banger. Like, that shit is fun and like it moves. So you have to find a way to get the music moving. And
Mhm.
even Hard Times, you mentioned Fleetwood, incredibly touching song, but that shit moves. That's a fun listen, you know? There's songs on this that genuinely move and bounce while being about important shit, right? Where Could I Be is kind of like that too, right? Uh,
Where Could I Be is yeah. That's one of the ones. That's one of the ones.
yeah, they
And then
bounce,
like
move,
it,
and she still delivers the
it
vocal crazy stuff.
but then this, you know what I'm saying, just and then you still got You're Gonna Win on there. Just some straight up fun shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, right.
Goodness, you won the lottery.
So yeah, I mean it's so being able to understand that like you want to be versatile, you want to be dexterous, your moods are the map for that because your moods go every fucking where. I know you. Your moods go every fucking where. And so find those and bring us there, you know. And she successfully does that and Leon successfully figures out where to be in that space with her. And I think that's kind of one of the things, you know.
100%. 100%. It's one of my favorite albums of this year for sure. So,
Kay,
God damn it.
Kay, do you have any runs on this?
I mean, Hard Times was my favorite. I thought that the like Hard Times was my favorite song, but the run between Hard Times, Best for Us, and Cover Girl.
Yes.
I mean, I think that was the best display of her versatility, because all three of those songs, none of they don't even sound none of the three sound like each other.
Dog, that background vocal doubling, got it. Oh man. Dog.
Yeah, and that's when I mean that's when it really connected with me. Like she can sing over any type of sonics and make it work and make it consistent and true to herself.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good pick. It's a
My
good
favorite
pick.
run, my favorite run, probably the first four,
Yep.
just to come in, you know what I'm saying, my best step, you know what I'm saying, and then to go in to be a witness, and then to Where Could I Be, like, and it's just like the build up, and then hard times come, and then it's like it's kind of tense at first, you know what I'm saying, and then hard times hit, and it's like a deep breath, you know what I'm saying, and a hug, you know what I'm saying, like you know what I mean, it was cold as fuck, you know what I'm saying, outside, but you know what I'm saying, like somebody that made me some soup for when I come in this
Yep.
motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, let me hang my coat up and sit down. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
yeah. I mean it is by the end of that fourth song, you not only know the personality of the album, but you feel like you always have.
Mhm.
Like and that's the trick of the thing. I'm gonna go last for time, what it means, higher and calm. Higher is crazy, time is crazy. We've talked about calm. It's you get to know the album in that first four, and then that middle 3K hits where you're kind of in shock at the amount you've experienced. You're like,
Yeah,
this is incredible. Um,
the way I put it.
and that last four is like that is the curtain call. That is the bow where the audience stands up. That's that shit. I yeah, it's an incredible record. Whew. Yeah, researching it made it even more powerful to me because even gospel albums can get stale in terms of tempo and movement, right? Um, if they're trying to chase that feeling over and over again. Um, and there's so much variation in this. Um, But yeah, it's it's beautiful. Um, yeah, it's a beautiful thing, and I have yet to reorganize my year end list since this came out, but placing it is going to be bonkers. It's gonna it's gonna shred through a lot of hopes and dreams. Um,
Yeah.
and the weird thing about this K is like I love Lady Wray. I hope Lady Wray keeps making this incredible music. But if she didn't and hung it up, I'm 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 so happy. I'm so good. This
Yeah,
is
I mean, what's great about this music, and I think her whole catalog is I feel like the word timeless is like overused nowadays, but sh- I could see her touring on this for the rest of her career. She could stop making albums like at this very moment and still be able to tour on the project she's done because it's such quality music, such positive music that people will go out to hear this and hear her sing these songs live.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Two more mini rants on the greatness of Lady Wray. It's a you can't give enough love and respect to black soul and R&B audiences that never forgot her,
Mm.
that were like, "Oh shit, that's dope," and kept rolling with it. Um,
Yeah.
and you can't give enough love to just music allowing people to reinvent themselves because there were a lot of people who didn't know about the earlier stuff.
Mhm. Or make the connection. They knew about it, but they
Right,
hadn't
they didn't
made
make
the
the connection like
connection.
you were saying. Yeah, yeah. And they just came of this new and loved it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Music allows you that shit.
I feel like the Black Rock situation was kind of a precursor to, sonically to, what I'm saying, what we are seeing now. And, it was just like it was just right on time, you know what I mean? Like she finally being able to get out here, like 'cause she's really, I would say she's like the star of that, if she's
Yeah,
not, or a star, if not the star on that on that Black Rock album. You know what I'm saying? Like she all over that shit. And you know what I mean? It was like to hear her on that, it was like, okay, this is this sound like, you know what I'm saying? It still sound like Nicole Wray. She still sound like she sounded like she was looking for something on that. You know what I'm saying? Like she was
yeah,
still, you know what I'm saying? But she was trying to go somewhere and do something different. She was trying to, you know what I'm saying, reinvent. And to see like that become more and more fully realized in this, you know what I'm saying, in this Big Crown era. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
It's dope.
It's it's. I love having grown folks music in this space. Um, I love having that because there's so much tomfoolery from my generation. And I'm just glad to see someone who can like, you know, Kendrick spoke for his generation. This music speaks for my generation, right? That is how we are feeling, living our lives. Grateful for what we have, but sad and horny sometimes, right? Like fucking it's what it is.
And
Uh,
it's not only for like your generation, or my generation. It's also for I could see the younger generations coming to this
right,
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
eventually.
Yeah.
Because it's like I think people in today's music, people are really looking for positive music. I mean, it's so like the times are so like dark now.
they're dark.
And the music's reflecting that. We're looking for positive, optimistic messages.
Well, and it's there's that, right? It's bleak, right? There's a bunch of
Yeah.
like, you know, promethazine sadness out there. But there's also a lot of artificial shit.
Mm-hmm. A tune.
Yeah. numb. It's a numbness to a lot of the music.
So the happy shit you can find is happy nonsense. And like this isn't nonsense. You earn the happiness on a fucking Lady Wray album.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, absolutely.
By the time you get to Calm, you've earned that shit. You've earned that shit. Um, so that's beautiful, and I love that. Um, yeah, I don't know. I hope we covered what we needed to cover, man,
Yeah.
because it's a heck of a thing.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm glad we carved out this time. Any final thoughts, Fleetwood, about that before we go to recommendation corner?
Uh, I just hope, you know what I'm saying, people that, you know what I'm saying, are familiar when they you know what I'm saying, listen to this episode, they feel encouraged and inclined to listen to this shit and you know, and sit with it, you know what I'm saying? Don't just play it, you know what I'm saying, one time when you in the car on the way to work, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, sit with this joint in the house, you know what I mean? Like you just put aside that little 40 minutes and yeah, man, there's some good shit here. That's what I would say. You know what I mean?
That's beautiful. Yeah. Kay, what would you say in conclusion?
No, yeah, like I said, really sit and listen to it, um, and just let it like really sink in. I think you gotta digest. In today's times, we have a problem digesting music and letting it sit in and wash over us. Let the album really sit with you and sit in and digest it, and you'll get something very nutritious from it, I guess you could say.
Yeah, you can listen to other shit alongside it, and it will refresh you. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It will refresh you. It will find your spirit again. Like that's just what
Yeah.
this music does.
It's yeah, we need more music that's grounded like this, grounded in day-to-day reality. Not melodramatic, just grounded in day-to-day reality.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, it's dope. So recommendation corner wanted to hit the people with some stuff. Oh, show note, which is shout that you were talking about Fleetwood in your conclusion. You know, you'd hope that people listen to this. We're actually getting some of that. Like there was a comment on our gyroscope episode where they listened to the episode, they loved it, and they were like, I'm gonna listen to this Tomorrow King stuff and see how I like it. And they
Yeah,
were like, holy shit, this is really good. They were
that's
like,
what's up.
thank you, for you always putting me on to good stuff. That is the kind of listener that was like the target. Where
Yeah,
like because a lot of people are tuning in to podcasts because they already like the person being interviewed. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
So it's like, okay, I book Post Malone and my listens go up, but like, okay, what does that
Mm,
mean for next week?
right.
So, um, you really want to be able to book and discuss music and be like, listen to this, enjoy this episode, have faith in me, find the music, and it'll be worth it. And
Mm,
when it is, and you can reliably give that to people, and they can trust you, that's that's good shit. You
yeah,
know,
it's a beautiful thing.
that's the kind of
Absolutely.
that's the kind of power I want to drink deeply, Kay.
For
So,
sure.
um, but in my first recommendation, um, a river dies of thirst, and it's by Snot Nose Salim,
Mm,
and named after a protagonist in a Salman Rushdie book. So that's interesting,
mm,
and it's definitely like jarring in the sense of like lungs and feet kind of thing, but there's a lot of variation and a lot of great guest versus Monzi the Terrible is great on there. There's just a lot of good shit on here. Um, yeah, it's dope. It's dope. Um, oh yeah, you got to experience it. Punk rock type crazy shit. it's just high energy. It's crazy shit. High energy
Hell
shit.
yeah.
I don't know if I've given the love here, but Stick Figure released Jewel Ave John 3, 7 songs. Man, Stick Figure's beautiful. He has a song called In Traffic that's really super dope. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, he always gives you reliably good shit. So, and the cool kids are dropping in a few days. High top fade, so I'm excited about that. Um, Chicago's always there for me. Fleetwood, what are you bumping?
Um, Shout out to my youngin, Pedro, young MC, quality MC out of Maryland, out of the PG area. He and this real dope producer from I believe he's from VA called Magnus Andretti. They just dropped an EP called Dromag. Pedro is a storyteller. You know what I'm saying? Just real he's in his, you know what I'm saying, early 20s, but you know what I'm saying, definitely a student of, you know what I'm saying, classic, you know what I'm saying, hip hop, you know what I'm saying, from all over. So, you know what I'm saying, you gonna hear a lot of different styles, a lot of different flavors, and you know what I mean, some personality, man, you know what I mean. My youngin' on the way up. So look out for him, fuck with him. Also Tiana Taylor, Escape Room.
Yeah.
Oh
Is
yeah.
that joint. I I really like, as I was listening to, I've been listening to Lady Wray shit and the Tiana Taylor shit, and like it's like almost like two sides of the same coin. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean? You know what I mean? Like both of them is like getting all the way out on like, this is how the fuck I feel right now.
Hmm.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
Yeah, those two, you know what I'm saying.
I mean,
Yeah.
Tiana's having a hell of a year.
Oh my God, I can't
Oh
wait to. I'm about
man,
to go see the movie probably this Friday.
I
phenomenal.
I have a ton of respect for Tiana Taylor, and she goes so fucking hard with everything she does.
Yeah,
And like
yeah,
the only thing that makes sense to me.
yeah.
If you're in the pop world and everything is finite, you never know if tomorrow's gonna be there. You bash the thing in every time you get a chance. And
Full
I
speed.
remember, was it she was like, did she do an SNL performance with Kanye back in the day?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She was fucking shredded and she destroyed the performance. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, she's not playing, dude. Like this,
Mm-mm.
yeah. So that she always goes 110%. You gotta love that. Oh,
Yeah.
Pedro, Paydro,
Oh. Yeah. Two O's. Yep.
and that's I found the EP. Dromag is all one word.
Yep.
You should check that out and add it. Yeah, I'm doing that. Yeah. Okay, what are you checking out?
I saw the Smashing Machine yesterday.
Oh, you did.
Oh, great movie, great
Okay.
movie.
I gotta
Okay.
check.
The
I
rock.
I really enjoyed it.
I gotta check that shit, man. That era of Pride fighting was my shit.
Man,
Hmm.
Those
and,
crowds in Japan, dog.
yeah, they did a great job. And
Hey,
Rock is like the biggest, like in terms of muscle wise, biggest person I've ever seen in my life. Uh,
dude.
uh, Crazy. And I liked his shirts in the movie as well. So I would highly recommend the Smashing Machine.
Yeah, yeah, that's dope. I would also like to say, so Fleetwood, this has been a running thing on the show. There are two companies I would approve of being our sponsors. Okay,
Mm.
one is Popeye's Chicken.
Yeah.
The other is Lakai Skate Shoe.
I
Um,
like it.
I'm going to add a third. Okay, Um the Ricola throat lozenges. I'll rep that shit. I've they I've had the scratchy throat and they've never let me down. I'd do it.
Ricola. Yeah.
Yep,
Absolutely.
I would do it. I would. Ricola presents State of the Game. No problem.
Absolutely.
No, that's fire. That's fire.
Yep. We're carving
Yeah.
out a new lane. So
No, let's get it. Ricola, holla at us.
Ricola. So yeah, we can get it done. And Kay, Armand Hammer is going to be on Rap Music Plug podcast.
Mm.
And I'm a part of the Patreon, so he asked if there was any questions to ask him, and I said, "Look, I pronounce it like Armand Desante.
Desante.
Like
Who-
Armand Desante, I pronounced it Armand Hammer. You're supposed to pronounce it Armand Hammer because it's kind of the joke about the drugs, but I pronounce it Armand Hammer like it's Armand Asante. And I was like, am I being inventive? Have I created a new thing? Am I an asshole? Like, how is this? How is this pronunciation? How do you feel about this pronunciation?
Wait, so it's not pronounced Armand Hammer.
Oh, you're with me. Yes. No, it's an Arm & Hammer baking soda joke.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Boom. See?
I was wondering if it was that because I definitely like read it like Armando Benitez from the Orioles. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely.
And when Army Hammer became an important actor, people were like, "Oh, it's just an Army Hammer," and they were like, "No, it's an Arm & Hammer, drug joke. Damn you!" So yeah, it's been interesting, but yeah, I'm interested. I'm the only one who pronounces it. Me and you, I guess. I think I taught you that. So yeah, I mean, when I first pronounced it like that in front of Castro, he laughed and laughed and laughed.
Armand Hammer.
It was, but it's a beautiful thing. So shout out to Arm & Hammer, and I'm excited for the new album. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. But yeah, everybody, get some merch. Buy somebody's merch. Make them happy.
What will tomorrow bring? What will tomorrow bring? What will tomorrow bring? What will tomorrow